Hello everyone, how are you all? So this is a new story. I start a new story. Let's see. A cute boy come in the room holding the jug of water. He smirked to see the other one who is sleeping peacefully. Without thinking twice, he splashed the water on him. Yoongi Jimin started laughing to see him. Yoongi Park Jimin. Jimin, you are not waking up from last 5 minutes. I am trying. We have to go university, Yoongi. I don't go. You get lost from here. Jimin, you come with me. It's almost 2 days. You don't come. I feel bored. Yoongi, oh, really, huh? You go sit with your so-called yeonjun. Jimin, don't tell me you are jealous from yeonjun, he said while sitting in front of him on the bed. Yoongi, what the? Why I feel jealous from that peacock? Why I feel jealous from him? So now I don't have habit to do that much voiceover on that much long text. Okay, so peacock. Jimin, huh? Hey, he's cute, he said while making a pouch. Yoongi, don't make pouch. You look so weird. Jimin, oh, really, huh? I look much better than Lisa. Yoongi, well, that's true, he said, and both do high five with each other. Jimin, come. They make the breakfast. Yoongi, give me my shirt back. Jimin, oh yeah, see, it's looking good on me, right? Yoongi, I tell your mom you take my clothes, he said, and run for fresh up. Jimin, hey, don't tell her. She scolds me. Yoongi, I do, he shouts back. Jimin, go to Yoongi. Yeah, get ready. We go together. Jimin signed to see him. Jimin, he is really something. I am thinking about the boy who gets to him, how he live with him. He think and sign once again. Then he go out from the room. Yoongi and Jimin. Yoongi and Jimin. Okay. Jimin come. Jimin come. He see he he see his aunt Yoongi parents sit. Jimin, good morning everyone. Mr. Jimin, good morning. Where is your best friend? Jimin, he is coming. Mrs. Park. Mrs. Park. Do breakfast fast. You have to go university. Jimin, I go with Yoongi. Mr. Min, so finally he go today. Jimin, he go daily uncle. Last 2 days he is not feeling okay. That's why he don't go. Mr. Min, I know everything, son. Don't try to defend him in front of me. I am his father, don't forget. Mr. Park, they both always do argument but don't hear a single word about each other. Jimin didn't said anything. He continuously looking down. Yoongi come. Yoongi, good morning. Mrs. Min, good morning, son. Good morning, son. Next text is come sit. Yoongi sit beside Jimin. Yoongi, lunch at my favorite restaurant, or I said, Auntie, you take my shirt. Jimin, your dad is not in good mood. If you want, he scold you. Then he said and smiled. Yoongi, what happened with him? Jimin, you don't go university. What you think? What he do with you? Yoongi, he's too much. Mr. Park, if you both are done, then do the breakfast. Jimin, take the toast. Yoongi, we do breakfast in university. Come, Jimin, let's go. Jimin, but I am hungry. Yoongi, I said, Jimin, we do breakfast at university. Jimin, but Yoongi, take the toast and place on the table. Yoongi, we do in university. Bye, guys. See you soon. Take care, Jimin. But listen me. He don't, and he dragged Jimin with him. Next it starts. Okay. So with him. Mr. Min, son, Mr. Min, what they do in future? I just think about them. Mrs. Min, don't think too much. They are still kids. You just see how good they look together. Mrs. Park, well, right, Mr. Min. We think about this also, Mr. Park. I am also thinking to talk with you about this. Mr. Min, we see some days and then take the decision. Jimin and Yoongi. Jimin and Yoongi come university. Jimin, I am hungry. Yoongi. Yoongi, we do breakfast after this lecture finish. Jimin, why don't you do breakfast at home? Yoongi, I am feeling like he start to scold me, and I really don't want to my mood, so I take you here. Jimin, oh, then you did right, as I also don't want to see your grumpy face. Yoongi, whatever. See, Lisa is coming. Jimin, not again. She don't stay at her seat. Why she don't stay at her seat? Yoongi, when the handsome is in classroom, how can she sit silently? Jimin, whatever. By the way, from where you are handsome? Yoongi, you don't know. Jimin, whatever. He roll his eyes, but he see Yeonjun and smile. Now it's Yoongi time to being jealous. Okay, so it's 5:55. I've finished this before 6:10. Okay, next start. Hmm. Smile. Jimin, hello, Yeonjun. Yeonjun, hey Jimin, what's up? Jimin, nothing. Tell me about you. Yeonjun, I am all okay. Hey Yoongi. Yoongi ignore him. Jimin smile fades and he roll his eyes. Jimin, leave him. You want something from me, Yeonjun? Yeonjun, yeah. Yesterday notes. Jimin, notes. Yoongi, oh, I have to do study. I don't come university tomorrow, so you said someone else as I take Jimin notes. He said, and take the notes. Jimin, Yoongi, I make new one for you, he said while giving him glares. Yoongi, there are so many students in our classroom, Jimin. He take from them, right, Yeonjun? It's enough, or you still want me to you directly? He don't give you notes. He said with a smile, Yeonjun. He said with a smile. It's also physics, by the way. Okay, so the next text is Jimin, we talk. Yeonjun, Jimin, we talk later. Jimin, but not. Yeonjun, I think your best friend need this more. He said and go. Jimin pinch him. Yoongi, hey, why for this? Jimin, Jimin, what's your problem with him, Yoongi? See what you did. he talk with me, and if he do, you start to do this. Jimin, what Yoongi, what I did? He come university yesterday, right? Why don't he make notes? Jimin, why don't you make notes? Yoongi, first of all, don't compare me with him. And secondly, when I have you, why I make Jimin, you said right. He is much better than you. And if you have me, he also have me. He said take his books, hit to Yoongi, and then sit somewhere else. Yoongi, thanks for my mood just because of that Yeonjun. Just because of that Yeonjun. It's 4:35 साढ़े 3 minutes का रह गया. Okay. I finished this before 6:10. Yeah. That. He said, but Jimin ignore professor. He said, but Jimin ignore. Professor come and they start to take the lecture. After that, the whole class is empty. Jimin about to go, but he stopped to see Yoongi, who is trying to make notes. Jimin, Yoongi, come, let's do breakfast. Yoongi, go and do with your Yeonjun. I am fine. Jimin, okay na? Sorry. Yoongi, go. Jimin, please. Yoongi, look at his pouch. Yoongi, you are really looking so weird, Jimin. Jimin, thanks. Now come. I make notes. It's enough, he said, and dragged Yoongi with him. They are like this. They always do argument and after some times everything fine and make everything fine after some times. I also want a best friend like him in my uni level. It's 40. This is the third last text. Second last scene and the third last text. Last scene and the second last text. Jimin and Yoongi come in the cafe. The whole university become to see him. Yoongi, see your best friend demand. Jimin roll his eyes. Jimin, what they see in you? They sit on the chairs and Lisa come. Lisa, I don't come in university as you are with Jimin. Yoongi, now also he is with me. Lisa, why don't you leave him alone for some times? Yoongi, yeah, give the answer, Jimin. Jimin gave glare to him and he smirked when he see Taeyang. Taeyang, he is his shadow. Now you can go. We don't have much time to see your wet face, he said. And she because of making points in front of him. She go. Taeyang and Jungkook sit. Jimin, wow, brother, you did right. Taeyang, why you even talk with him? Said last scene and the second last text. And here is the last scene and the last text. You even talk with him, with her. Jungkook, she has on Yoongi, what I do when I am that much handsome, he said, and dramatically flip his hair. Jimin, she is, that's why. Taeyang, leave these guys. I have to give you both news. Yoongi, what? Taeyang, Yeonjun is thinking to Jimin. To be continued.